A showdown in the NFC South. It's the Bucs and the Dirty Birds, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. Come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties, and off we go here in Atlanta. On the return is Sean Tucker, and he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Yeah, you have to feel good, Mike, seeing Baker Mayfield back established as a franchise NFL quarterback. He had such a tough journey these last couple years, bouncing around multiple spots around the league. And then last year, down in Tampa, he has a chance to get them to the NFC Championship game just a few plays away. He continues to play up to his potential. This team's going to be tough to beat.
Now, a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. They get 16 on that connection. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Right back to Evans. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. He's going to tuck it and go. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here comes Otten in motion. On first down is Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He's down inside the 10, a gain of 4. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is caught by the tight end, Cade Otten. Touchdown, Tampa. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Mike, I remember the first time I watched one of his college games, and I was blown away. I mean, the accuracy. That ball looks like it's jumping out of his hand. He is physically talented. He's mature. He's played a lot of football. He has overcome a lot of adversity, man. That is a formula for success in the NFL. He might have to wait a little bit to find his time, but the more opportunities he gets like here in this one.
And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up second down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Penix. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On third down, Penix. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. A short one there to Otten.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They send the tight end in motion. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. There's Evans. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Sending a receiver right. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Buccaneers move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
That's caught. Ray McLeod. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here is Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing again, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down, and he will dive into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Buccaneers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by D. Alford. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick-6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Here's Coop for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense going to get it one final time in this first half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for it.
Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Levante David doing his work on defense.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll get this to McLeod. And he will score. Ray McLeod. Touchdown, Atlanta.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. On is Koo for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Falcons have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end right. Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
This one is caught by Shepard. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield to throw. It's complete to Evans. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here comes Otten in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, 3 to go. A give, this is Irving. A gain there of 11. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
To the goal line and in. Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Avery Williams on the return. and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. That one good for 15 and a first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Left side in the hands of London. They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Penix. That one taken in by London. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And they've got it on the ground. The mark will come at the 13, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On 3rd down, Penix. And that is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Irving now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Here's 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mayfield. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
There's that man again. Another catch. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. And here we go, 4th and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a buck, and he's going to have the Jets.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week like they have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. He took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a fourth down stop to all but end this game.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. They'll go again with Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First and 10. The defense still with all three timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.